So hello. So this is the concept of singleton. When we create any object, we create multiple objects, multiple patterns. So when we use new keyword in Java, so we create multiple objects. Then if you want to have a single and one and only object, we use the singleton pattern. So there will be only one instance and that can be accessed by multiple instance, but the object will be one and only. So example is when we access database or when we call to any network, we use the singleton object, so that uh, object cannot be shared by multiple threads and there will be any data conflict. So the definition singleton is design pattern. Is part of creational design pattern. It serves to create one and only one instance of class. So in Java, singleton is implemented using following basic rules. So singleton has to have the private static instance variable which is shared across all the application, within the application actually. Then there will be a private constructor, so there so other developer or other user or other application must not create an object using the new keyword. So we declare the primary constructor as private. The third will be the get instance method. That get instance method will provide the private static instance to the external world, and that one and only instance will be shared to the external world. So that get instance method is public static, and for thread safety it is also synchronized. uh, so these are the basic three rules that will create one and only instance of object. So this pattern or this design pattern is called as singleton design pattern. Then we so how we decide that multiple objects are created, so using the hash code. So hash code decide whether single object is created or multiple object created. So we have created here empty class here first. So we are using this singleton class, and that will be used in this main.java. So here is a main method. So it will create two instances using the new keyword, and we'll check that hash code of these two will be must be same in the singleton pattern. Right now we haven't implemented anything in this class, so it will generate two different objects that will have two different hash codes. So let's run this main method. So you can see that there are two different hash codes. So you can see that there are two different objects are created. So how to create a singleton design pattern? There are three approaches. One is eager approach, another is static code block approach, and another is lazy initialization. So we'll start with the first approach, which is eager approach. First of all, we'll implement this basic rule, three basic rules. So we'll create private instance of same class, which be private static singleton instance. We'll give name instance to the variable, and in eager approach we'll create the object at the first level. So this line decides it is the eager approach. We are creating the object at the first level. Then we'll declare private constructor, and the third rule is a public static synchronize method that will return singleton at instance. So in this method, get instance method is visible to external world, and that that will provide the instance of that singleton object which is we have created here. So into the main class, so as there will be errors, like you can see that as the private constructor is private, so you cannot create an object using the new keyword. Singleton has a private access in the singleton, so we will remove this sentence and add like this here also. So to check that these two objects are different, so we'll check using this hash code. So we'll check with this, we'll run again main method. So yeah, so here the hash code of both the instances are same, so we can say that the object is same. So we also declare the static eager approach. So but the uh, con about this eager approach is that if application does not need the singleton instance, even if that instance is created at the when the application is launched. So if the in the entire life cycle of the application, this instance is not used, still that instance is present into the memory. So we'll move to the next approach. So if even if so if there is a exception while creating this object, it may be I exception, database not found, or anything kind of exception is present, so that exception is not here handled. So as you can see that this is a single line and does not have any try catch block, or there is no exception, so exception may crash the application, and we need to have handle this exception using the static code initialization. So this is the second approach, so we'll write that. So first of all, we'll remove this new keyword, add the static block, then add try catch block, and here we'll create instance equal to instance equal to new instance single. So this will generate if there is a exception is generated, so that will be caught here, and there will be message printed into the exception. So there won't be any change at the main exception level. So if we run our application, it will give the same result. So the third approach is lazy initialization. So in both cases, eager and static code block approaches, the object is created even if it is not used, so it will occupy the memory it will occupy the memory. So we'll proceed to the next initialization, which is lazy initialization. The object is created whenever the first time it is used. So we'll remove this all the code of static block, and we'll declare here that if instance is null, then and only create new object of singleton. So whenever first time this method get instance method is called, then and then only this new object is created. uh, and even if if this method is not called in the entire life cycle of application, the object won't be created. So that is usefully in saving some memory. So again, we'll run this code, and the result will be same. So thank you for